Hello, my beautiful gratitude babes. Welcome back to Come Sit in Gratitude with me. This is season 2, day 82 of our daily gratitude practice. Our little pause to intentionally notice all of the love, the blessings, the amazing support, and the little and the big miracles that are already happening in our lives. So grab your gratitude is yummy journal, get cozy with your beverage fuel of choice, and let's sit in gratitude together. Okay, so today my 3 gratitudes are: I am so grateful for all these random hugs that my daughter has been giving me lately, because there's just something so sweet about receiving love from your child when you aren't expecting it. She's been randomly like coming over to me and hugging me, and every single time she does it, I'm like, "Ee!" Especially as my kids get older, like she's almost 16 now, right? Those little moments, they hit so differently at this stage, right? Because she's not a baby anymore. They're not babies anymore. They have their own lives and personalities and moods. And when she just randomly decides, oh my God, I want to hug my mommy right now, I really, really cherish that so, so much. And I never want to take those moments for granted, like ever. So thank you, thank you, thank you. My second gratitude today is another loving moment from my son. I am so grateful for this random I love you I got from my son yesterday, because again, it was completely unexpected, unsolicited, and it just made my heart so, so happy. There was like no reason for it. I didn't say it first. He just randomly like came downstairs and stopped over at the couch where I was sitting and said, I love you. Apparently, my children have collectively decided that their mission lately is to just randomly shower me with love and affection and make their mom feel extra special, and I am taking it. Okay, I mean, between like the random hugs from my daughter and the random I love you from my son, I'm just feeling really grateful for these little extra expressions of love, because these are the things that can seem so small while they're happening in the moment, but they're not small at all. This is my life. These are the moments that make my life, so beautiful. And I am so grateful that I'm present enough to notice them, thanks to my beautiful and powerful daily gratitude is yummy practice. All right, and my third gratitude today is I am so grateful that my Nissan received the repairs it needed last week before I even had time to panic, because everything was completely covered and I didn't have to pay for any of it. No, seriously. Like, I am not exaggerating when I say this. This one hits so hard, because if you've been following these practices with me, one of the things that I've been scripting and affirming is that everything in my life is handled before I ever have to think about it. And that is literally what happened. Before I could start worrying about, oh my God, how much are these repairs going to be? Before I could start figuring out where the money was even going to come from, before I even knew how much it was, before I could go down the rabbit hole of, oh my God, what am I going to do? This is how I make my money. It was handled. It was handled. It was fully covered. I didn't have to pay for it. A friend of mine offered to cover the whole thing, all new tires, all my lights replaced, oil changes, and some other things. $1,300 plus later, I am covered. I am covered. It was like the biggest blessing. And honestly, when this happened, I immediately thought about my scripting and my activations in this journal. Everything is handled before I ever have to think about it. Well, there it was. Evidence of that very activation, of that very affirmation, of that very manifestation script. This is why I love collecting these pieces of evidence so, so much in my Gratitude is Yummy journal, because sometimes we're so focused on the giant manifestation that we're waiting for that we completely miss all the little manifestations that are happening along the way to that giant manifestation. I've been, telling myself that everything is always handled before I ever have to think about it. And then something happened that could have become another disaster, an unexpected expense, another thing to figure out, another reason to stress out. And instead, it was already handled. It was already handled before I even had time to think about it. This is the reality I've been scripting and activating. And last week, I got to experience it. How freaking magical is that, y'all? Like, this is why I share this practice, and why I believe the Gratitude is Yummy method and this journal is so powerful and will change so many lives, because it's not just about writing down what you're grateful for or the things that you want in your life. It's about intentionally activating the feelings and the reality you want to experience, and then becoming present enough to recognize when that reality is starting to show up in your life, when it's starting to unfold. This journal gives you a record of that, an archive of that. You can literally look back and say, oh my God, I wrote this yesterday. I scripted that last week. I've been activating this all season, and now I'm living it. It's happening. It's actually happening in real time before my eyes. That's the magic of this practice. It helps you notice the evidence that your life is already shifting in the direction you've been intentionally creating. And this right here, my loves, this is big evidence. Okay, so those are my 3 gratitudes today: random hugs from my daughter, a random I love you from my son, and a car repair that was completely handled before I ever had the opportunity to even think about worrying about how I was going to handle it. And actually, now that I'm looking at all these 3 gratitudes together, there's something really beautiful about them. I didn't have to ask for any of them. I didn't have to ask for a hug from my daughter. I didn't have to tell my son I love him first for him to tell me he loved me. And I didn't have to scramble trying to figure out the car repair, right? My friend just offered. The moment I talked about my lights, I wasn't even panicking when I said, I was just saying it matter of factly that it was a funny thing that happened last night. And he just offered. They just came to me. Love came to me. Support came to me. A solution came to me. So I think that's the energy that I am going to sit in today. I don't have to chase anything. Everything will simply come to me. Yes. Oh my God, I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay, so now that we've activated the feeling of gratitude, we're going to hijack that frequency like we always do every day. We're already feeling loved, already feeling supported, already feeling really taken care of. So instead of just leaving that feeling attached only to the things that have already happened, we're going to carry it directly into our scripting. We're going to use this energy we just activated to propel our dream life by scripting our manifestation script immediately after this activation. All right, and after we have scripted from that frequency, we're going to seal it in with our to feel activation. How do you want to feel today? For me today, I choose to continue to feel supported in my abundance, to feel loved, taken care of. I want to move through my day noticing more evidence of those feelings everywhere, not looking for reasons to worry, not looking for what's about to go wrong, but looking for places where I'm being loved, places where I'm being supported, places where I'm already abundant, places where something is already being handled for me. Because if I'm intentionally looking for that evidence, I have a feeling I'm going to find a whole lot more of it. So write down how you want to feel today, my loves, and then let that feeling become the intention you carry with you, the intention you come back to. If you have a moment in your day where you start to spiral or go down the rabbit hole, remember this feeling, remember this intention that you set, how you want to feel today and come back to it each time you find yourself falling off. Okay. After that, we finish off our practice with our daily action steps towards our dreams. Remember, here we're not creating some giant, overwhelming lists. We're just listing 3 things, 3 personal things we want to do in our personal life today that we can accomplish in our personal life today. It can be something as small as call mom, okay? And 3 professional priorities for today. 3 things for your work, not your, unless you're in your dream job, but these are action steps for your dream business, whatever that dream career you want. That's where we're putting here, not our regular job. If your regular 9 to 5 is not your dream job, that's not what we're putting down, the steps that are going to help us get to our goal, get to our dream. All right. And that is enough. Just 3 small things, and that's enough. All right. So that is our practice for season 2, day 82. Today, I want you to pay attention to what comes to you without force, right? The love you didn't ask for, the solution you didn't see coming, the thing that somehow worked itself out, all right? The unexpected support, the little piece of evidence that reminds you that maybe you don't have to figure everything out. You never have to chase anything. Maybe some things are already being handled before you ever have to even think about them, all right? And my loves, if you also want to practice the full Gratitude is Yummy method with me every day, make sure to grab your own Gratitude is Yummy premium physical journal at gratitudebabe.com. The digital version is also there for you to download. Until next time, my beautiful gratitude babes, keep noticing the evidence, keep expecting things to always work out for you, and keep sitting in gratitude with me. I love you all so, so much. I'm so grateful to have you here with me. Ciao for now.